Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. I'm like so excited for this, but I'm also so nervous right now. As you guys already know because you clicked on this video, we are starting One Dark Window today. I actually just filmed my March TBR. It's one of my goals to read this duology this month. Kind of the lore behind my feelings about this duology. I am a romantasy girl, but I love like darker themed romantasy. I just feel like this book kind of, at least from what I've heard about it so far, kind of encapsulates everything that I like about romantasy and like dark romantasy specifically. I just feel like I'm gonna really enjoy this. I have high hopes for it. Some of my friends who are more harsh readers gave this 5 stars. So I feel like that also says a lot about this series. Right now I'm actually going over to my parents' house. Sadly, my husband is in tax season right now, so he is like in the depths of like working all the freaking time. Normally like after work I just have like nothing to do recently. And my brother actually just moved back into town. He was living in Charlotte for a while. So anyways, if you saw my Crescent City vlog, you saw that one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm like starting into a series is actually get the Audible. I tried to get it off Libby, but I've literally put in my hold like probably, I want to say like 3 months ago, and I don't think I'm even anywhere close. How the heck does it listen to me? Look at this. Oh my gosh, you can't see this right now. You can't see, but literally it just popped up immediately, One Dark Window. That is so terrifying. Yeah, I actually got One Dark Window. I tried to reserve it a couple months ago and it still says several months waiting. It's popping right now. It's really popping off. Good on Rachel Gillig. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Audible. This is always a little bit painful because I am paying $15 to only listen to it whenever I'm in the car and on a walk. But look, what are you gonna do? I make money. Oh, I thought I just bought the 5-pack and it was like $60 instead of like $15. Okay, just got it. The drive to my parents' house is about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna listen to it. I'll keep you guys updated for how far we get, but I like to do this whenever I'm starting a book because I feel like it kind of like kickstarts me into something that kind of feels intimidating to start. I feel like starting rom-coms don't really intimidate me too much, or like contemporary romance or like shorter books, but for some reason fantasy, and especially my anticipated fantasy, is like so intimidating to just start. I'm excited. I'm so nervous, but I'm also excited. Okay, we're gonna do it. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm excited. Nice.
Little strips. Come every way, like a lot of letters.
Hey, Bobo. Hi guys, so I am currently about 180 pages in. It's the next day, and honestly I have been flying through this book. I was so shocked at how fast this is going by. One thing that I am so surprised by this book is that it kind of gives me the same energy as like Cruel Prince and maybe like Once Upon a Broken Heart. It's very like fairy tale-esque, but in like a darker way, like maybe like a gothic fairy tale or like gothic fantasy. It's really interesting, and the magic system is so cool. So basically how the magic works in this one is that in this world there was an infection, and anybody who caught this infection would get sick and then get magic. So the king declared anybody who caught this infection would be killed or captured or anything like that. The only magic that's allowed are these 12 cards. Each of the cards has a special like magical ability if you tap it 3 times. So it's like one of them is beauty, one of them is wisdom, one of them is invisibility, like things like that. So that's the only magic is allowed is the ones that are on the cards. It's just so interesting. The female main character I love. She's just so interesting in the way that she thinks about things. And Raven, who is the main male character and the love interest, I think, he is just stoic, like very quiet and brooding. Look, I'm only halfway into this one. I think it might be a 5 stars. Don't hold me to that if it's not, but like I really like it so far. My husband is actually at a concert right now, so I'm gonna do a little bit of reading tonight. So I'm hoping to get, I guess, a little bit past halfway through, maybe 3/4 of the way through. We'll see. I don't know what we'll do. We might go a little crazy. I'm about to have some Oreo Thins in my milk, so anything could happen tonight. But I'm so excited. Like, this book is so good and it's so unique. I love when books and magic systems are so unique.
Soft barely glanced at her, his eyes lowering to me.
I am so tired right now. I'm currently... Dang, I got through a lot more of this than I thought I did at the gym. Okay, I am on page 293, so I have about 100 pages left. The plot is getting a little bit more, like, intense, but in a good way. Or also, like, ignore this huge ass zit on my chin. I feel like the characters are definitely developing really well, which I always love. I feel like that's, like, a really big, important part of a book for me. A moment that just happened recently with Raven and Elspeth. I feel like I've read very few characters like Raven, because I feel like a lot of the male main characters that I read about are very much like it's like kind of banter back and forth, but Raven is so stoic and like brooding. Like he's just so, he's so hot. I'm gonna read a little bit more. I have like 100 pages left, so I'm probably gonna either finish this tonight or tomorrow morning. Definitely not tonight. I don't even know why I said tonight. I'm not finishing it tonight, but I definitely will tomorrow morning. Okay, I need y'all to answer something for me. So, okay, here's the situation that happened. I have been posting a lot of my TikToks onto YouTube Shorts, and there was this one TikTok that I posted on YouTube Shorts that was like me being like, oh, like I dog ear my books, blah, blah, blah. Dog earing as in, you guys probably know what I mean. Like going like this and bending the page. And also like, I guess, putting it like this. Like on TikTok, people didn't really care. They were just like, whatever. And some people disagreed, but like, it wasn't a big deal. On YouTube, I literally had people be like, I'm not subscribing to you because I dog ear my pages. Okay, here's my defense though. Number one, I like never have bookmarks. So if somebody has a company and wants to send me bookmarks, because that's half of the reason is because I just like never have bookmarks with me. But then the other half of it is like, I literally own these books. I annotate books, you know what I mean? So it's like, they're already not in perfect condition. So it's like, why bother keeping all of the like pages really perfect and pristine? And also like, I read this book, you know what I mean? Like I have things underlined, some of the pages are bent, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I read it and I loved it, you know? I don't know, I feel like everybody makes me feel crazy for this opinion. I don't know, like, do you guys dog ear or do you not? But please don't unsubscribe if you don't. Like, it's literally fine. Please don't hold it against me. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I don't know if I said this today, but it is Saturday. Oh my gosh. On some errands, I'm getting coffee. I have like probably 60 pages left in One Dark Window, and then I'm going to move on to Two Twisted Crowns. Everybody says that Two Twisted Crowns is better, but I don't know how that's possible because One Dark Window is so good, and I just can't imagine that there's a book better. If I get to like the last 10 pages of it, I'm just gonna pull over, and I like to read the physical copy. I have the book with me in the car. I'm gonna read the physical copy if I like am in the car and I'm finishing it, because I just don't like to finish books on Audible. I like to just get the full experience and finish it in the actual physical copy. I'm wanting to get this out by my normal posting time, which is Wednesday, and it's Saturday. So I'm thinking if I finish One Dark Window today, I can start Two Twisted Crowns tonight. Hopefully finish by Tuesday. We'll see. I don't know, I feel like I've been slow with these. Like, I don't know why I've been pretty slow.
Same to you. So don't lie to me. My breath rattled in my chest. I opened my eyes, turning to Raven now.
Okay, it's getting so crazy. I kind of guessed a little bit of this plot, like in the beginning. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen at the end, but I was not expecting this ending. I'm like shook right now because I didn't know this was gonna happen the way that it happened. I have 10 pages left. Let's finish her up. Oh my god. Just finished One Dark Window. Book one. I've said this before in this video, but this magic system is so unique. It's a mix of fairy tale and fantasy. I guess a lot of times those two go together, but like this just really feels like such a fairy tale, but it also feels like deeply fantasy. The characters, it's like found family, but not in like a very trope heavy way. It's very authentic in the way that it goes about a lot of the tropes that it has. I loved this book. I genuinely, like, in my head I'm kind of thinking like, oh, I don't want to give it a 5-star because what if I like the second book better? But I'm like, this book literally was a 5-star for me. I just like cannot believe it was as good as it was. I had high expectations for it, but it met like every expectation that I had. Okay, let's get book two. Hey guys, it is Sunday now. I actually did not read any of Two Twisted Crowns last night. I was so tired for some reason, but today it's Sunday. I've had such a good day. I've gotten so much done. I feel like I needed to do so much cleaning today, especially in my kitchen. I had so many dishes that were like piling up and it was gross. Have some pasta cooking right now. Literally my favorite thing to do ever is eat pasta and read, so that's what we're gonna do tonight to start Two Twisted Crowns. I'm kind of nervous because it ended on like a bit of a cliffhanger and I have no idea where the story is going to go. I don't even know if it's going to have a happy ending because it's literally not guaranteed, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm used to stories being guaranteed happy endings, but I have no clue if that's what this one's going to be, so I'm a little bit nervous to start, but I'm excited. So I'm going to finish making this pasta, making chicken pasta salad. It's so good. And then we're going to dig into the pasta and the book. Digging into both. Look at me being all housewife today. So unlike me.
Oh, where's your iPad at?
I think it might be on the bed from last night. So here's the part of the vlog where I just took the longest time to finish. I was so in love with this book and I honestly just really didn't want it to end, and I think that recently on social media there's just been this pressure to read at a certain pace or read a certain amount of books a month, and this is just your friendly reminder that if it takes you a day, if it takes you a week, if it takes you a month, if you're enjoying the book, there's no rush and there's no competition. Sit out in the sun, enjoy your book, go on a walk, listen to your book, just however you want to enjoy it. That's what I did. It's so easy on all the different platforms to get wrapped up in just how many books everybody else is reading, but just remember that reading is supposed to be fun, so just do whatever you want to do and enjoy your dang books. That is also the reason that it's taken me this long to post this. We have made it to the halfway point. I think I'm like on page 181 right now. My biggest question right now is what the heck do I give this book? Because I guess I'll give this a 6-star if it continues on this trajectory, but literally the rumors are true. It is like better than One Dark Window. See, this is the problem with reading great books, is that now I'm gonna have to adjust my entire rating system based off this book. To give a little premise without spoiling anything, Raven is the love interest in the first book and Elspeth is the female main character. So this book, the plot has not resolved for Elspeth and Raven. It's still like ongoing, but this one more so focuses on Elspeth's cousin Ione and Raven's cousin Elm. I love Elm so much. He's more of like, Raven's more of like the brooding type. Elm is more of like the snarky prince, which I love. That's like my personal favorite in male main characters. Ione I love and I relate to so much. I feel like I relate to her more than I relate to Elspeth. I just love this book so much so far. Right now we're at a part of the book where I'm like a little bit worried and the plot is kind of getting to a point where I don't know. I'm just getting a little worried because I don't know how this is going to resolve. I don't know Rachel Gillig enough to know if she's going to hurt my feelings really severely or not. So that's always a little nerve-wracking to go into the end of a book and not know if it's going to rip your heart to shreds. It's 8:45 right now. The night is young. I actually don't work tomorrow. My mom and I are going to the spa tomorrow for my birthday, and my job is great and gives me birthday PTO. So I'm using it tomorrow. Tomorrow's not my actual birthday. My actual birthday's on Sunday. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's a really, really nice spa. Shout out Old Edwards Inn in Highlands, North Carolina. But basically they have like these chairs that are, it's like a lounge area before you do your spa service. And I think you can be out there for like 2 hours before you actually go into the spa. My mom and I, we've done this I think maybe twice before. And we just bring our books in and we eat little charcuterie boards and drink wine and read our books. And it is just, it's the best vibe. I'm trying to convince my mom right now to read Divine Rivals, which I think she's getting pretty close. But I'm gonna bring this. So I think I'm gonna read most of it tonight, but save like a good maybe 100-ish pages for tomorrow. So I'm thinking I probably will finish this tomorrow, and hopefully we can wrap up this vlog. But it's hard. This is the same thing that I came up on during Crescent City. It's like I love a book series so much that it's like I almost don't even want to finish it, even though it's for a vlog and I know I want to put out the vlog. But I'm like, oh, like I just love it and I just want to drag it out a bunch. I feel like whenever it's like not my favorite book of all time, I finish it like that if it's like good, you know? It's like a sweet spot. But if it's too good to where I know I'm going to be obsessed with it, I'm going to be sad when it's over, it like drags on. Am I gonna be reading another perfect duology this year, guys? This is like my third of the year that have been perfect and have gone in my God tier of duologies. Okay, that's the update. Say hi to the vlog. The moment has finally come and I am very upset. I am on the last, right now I guess like audiobook wise, I have about an hour left. On paper, I have about less than 100 pages. I think like 60 pages. I am so sad. I actually love Two Twisted Crowns like with everything in me. I'm never gonna shut up about the series. I knew I was gonna like this series. I had no idea I was gonna like it this much, and I've literally been putting off finishing it for so long. I was expecting to be like reading more this month, but I'm not mad about it because I am just like so in love with this series. Let's go to the gym and finish this book. Also, I have to throw in here, I went to the spa today with my mom, as you guys saw, and she actually wasn't holding up the right book in that one clip, and I'm sad about it, but she's actually reading Divine Rivals right now, which I am so happy about, and I feel like it's just so much fun whenever somebody that you love is reading a book that you love. I think I talked about this already maybe earlier in the vlog, but I'm just so happy that she's reading it, and she's really loving it so far. She actually, I think she just tried to call me because she's giving me updates as she reads it, so I just love it. I'm really happy, so I'm happy that she's enjoying it. So I am so scared at this moment. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how this is gonna get resolved. Like truly, like this is like probably the worst I've seen it. Like not ever. I feel like Kingdom of Ash is probably worse as far as like, oh, like dang, this is pretty bad. But like, I don't know how this is gonna be resolved. There's also only like 30 pages left. Like I have no clue how this is gonna get resolved in 30 pages. It's gonna be okay. I'm so nervous. Okay, page 413. Good morning. I couldn't keep it together last night, but literally it's I'm rereading the ending and I am crying. Okay, so I finally got myself together. This series was an absolute joy to read. I gave the first book 5 stars. I gave the second book, honestly, like a 6 star. So I guess technically a 5, but like it goes on my list of like favorite books I've ever read. This series was like absolutely whimsical, like I keep saying. Like it was just so much fun to read. There was so many like fairy tale elements to it. It really reminded me of Once Upon a Broken Heart, but like more adult. So I think that if you enjoyed Once Upon a Broken Heart but you're looking for something like a little bit more and more adult and maybe like a little bit darker, this is like an absolutely perfect series. I also think it kind of gives similar vibes to Cruel Prince, but like maybe a little bit less political than Cruel Prince and more like heavy on the romance. I would say that the spice level in these books is maybe like a 2 or 3. Like there is spice, but it's not like extremely detailed and it's very skippable, I would say. So if you are looking for books without spice, you could probably pretty easily skip the spice scenes in these books. The majority of these books as far as romance is mostly the tension, and the tension literally makes these so freaking good. I love the writing. Rachel Gillig absolutely like pulls you in with her writing, and it's kind of like this perfect balance of like moving the plot along but but also like keeping the whimsy of the magic in it and very, very strongly in it. It's a really big part of it. I was absolutely sobbing at the end of this because you just get so attached to these characters. It was like a perfect ending. It was literally so perfect, but it just makes me so sad to leave these characters. And I'm probably gonna do like a little voiceover kind of talking about like my normal reading speed and stuff, but like I feel like with books like this where they're just so good and they just completely encapsulate me, I kind of like, it takes me longer to read them because I don't want to stop reading them. I literally like just want to keep going and stay in the story. So I'll definitely be doing a reread of this in October. I would definitely say like if you're going to pick a time to read these books, I would 100% say fall is like the perfect time to read these. Obviously I still loved these, like I still gave them both 5 stars, but I just feel like if you're going to pick like the perfect time, if you're more of like a reader that likes to assign things based off like what season is best for them, fall would be amazing to read these books in, or even winter, but I definitely would say fall. These are honestly going on my god tier books. Also, there's something about duologies that are just so concise and perfect. I honestly have become such a duology person, like especially recently reading Dance of Thieves, Vow of Thieves, Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows. Like duologies are just so perfect and like they just wrap everything up. Almost all of the duologies I've read recently, I've given both books 5 stars because I just think that they're such a perfect like concise way to tell a story. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, I'm sorry that this didn't go out as soon as I wanted it to. I really wanted to keep my posting schedule, but I just like sometimes I just like literally can't because I would rather like take my time and have fun reading and give you guys like the full video rather than me like rush it just to put a video out. You know what I mean? Especially because I just do this for fun. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.